From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
Hey folks, good evening. Hope you had a nice Saturday so far. It was pretty toasty out there and we'll stay pretty warm through the next few hours. We'll still be in the 70s by 9 o'clock. Clouds continuing to build as moisture moves on in from the west. Let's take a look at the futurecast next 24 hours, see how this unfolds, because we do have more thunderstorm chances here coming in through tonight. Notice as we head through, I'd say about 10, 11, 12 o'clock around the midnight time frame, we get this big batch of heavy rain and thunderstorms moving in from Mississippi. Best chance at those thunderstorms in northwestern Alabama, though they're not necessarily small in southern middle Tennessee either, although I am starting to suspect the trend is further south. Those push east with time here, and they're out of here by 6 o'clock, so we'll watch it as it traverses the area, but I'm seeing indications that it might be more towards the Corridor X I-22 region further south. So we'll watch to see if it lifts a little further north or maybe a little further south. Nevertheless, we'll have to watch for those thunderstorm chances here late tonight. We'll call it midnight to about 2 a.m. for the northwestern portions of Alabama. Rain scattered for the rest of us, really is the best way to put it. 60s for tomorrow morning, and then continued thunderstorm development and showers for our Sunday. Notice it kind of scattered across the area, showers lingering through the day. So after church plans, I think you're going to need that umbrella on hand. Then we do clear out through Sunday night, at least temporarily, more thunderstorms by the time we're heading through our really kind of our Monday, right? So I think we'll have to kind of contend with those first half of the day thunderstorm blues, right? And I do think that's going to happen. Those lower 80s will be the story across the area, maybe even some mid to upper 80s in northwestern Alabama as well. So unsettled next few days. That really is, I think, the key takeaway from this pattern here. Through Monday, we continue with some development after the warm front continues up to our north, right? And then as we head to Monday and Tuesday, that's where some changes come in, right? Notice this big system here moving east as we head through Monday into Tuesday, and then Tuesday PM and into the overnight, that droops south and east. That's our next severe weather threat that we need to keep a very close eye on. Taking a look at the severe weather risk for Tuesday, we got this broad elevated risk. On the day 4 through 8, we only have 2 corridors of risk, so they don't do it any more particular than that. But already they have the maximum risk that they can issue for the day 4 through 8, which is equivalent to a level 3 out of 5 risk across the Tennessee Valley. Pretty much a bullseye right over our area, extending all the way from just past I-40 down to Coleman County, the I-65 corridor, North Alabama. So I think all hazards might be possible with this. We're talking stuff that could rotate, we're talking hail, we're talking damaging winds. This could be a pretty robust system there that we'll have to keep a close eye on and see how it evolves over the next few days. Of course, we'll be with you all the time throughout the next few days. You know our times, right? 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., and of course 2 p.m. So we got you covered as far as the forecast is concerned. Also want to mention, I was talking about this at 12, and you'll continue to hear me talk about it over the next day or so because this is very important. You'll want a good way to get warnings. The reason I'm mentioning it now is because the typical way that I say a lot of people should do is the NOAA weather radios. That said, NOAA weather radios, well, they're not functioning as typical right now. They're kind of in a diminished capacity due to the fact that they're getting infrastructure upgrades. So you don't want to rely on those NOAA weather radios. They're not going to be functional as they usually are for this next several day stretch of severe weather. So I really encourage you to download our weather app, and don't worry, I'm not getting paid to say that necessarily, even though of course I do work here, because it's 100% free to download. So that's very accessible in that sense, right? And of course, warning notifications, very important for situations like this. Live stream the weather, so if you get one of those warning notifications, you can go right to the stream, and we'll keep you updated nonstop until the danger is over, especially for the most dangerous type situations. You can scan this QR code here. You can just take a screenshot of it, and then if you go into your photo app, you'll automatically be taken to a link where you can get it there. So that's a very useful thing there. Of course, the warnings will still be issued as usual. The forecast will still be coming out as usual. All that's changing is the NOAA weather radios will not be quite as functional and will not be functional in an operational status through this time frame. So we'll have to watch that Tuesday overnight, really the second half of the day. Got more severe weather chances coming on in here. Temperatures in the 80s for the next few days as that unsettled pattern sticks around. Good news though, if you're tired of the rain, check it out here by the end of the week and towards next weekend. I'm starting to see indications that we do dry out and clear out pretty nicely. Temperatures get down to the 70s as the front moves through, and we do have a silver lining in nice weather to wrap our week up.